Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest, a Lizardman edition. Now, when we left off, we of course have created a numerous amount of mini-series so far. But, of course, yes, the hotfix that I speak of, that is maybe not even coming that soon, so maybe we'll have to make a decision on which race we choose a little bit earlier than scheduled, and maybe then I'll maybe have to catch up off screen or something along those lines, or maybe catch up, catch up, you get it. We're gonna catch them all with ketchup, right? Yeah, of course, there's the reference. Okay, so we are now going to be starting a new game because, of course, this is the Lizardman edition, and so, let's do that. Now, this is going to be, I think kind of weird because I haven't really, well, partaken or anything regarding the Lizardman at all. I haven't gone to their cities, I haven't fought them before, I have fought them in the previous version, but not in this one ever, so this is going to be pretty impressive. So, as you can see, we can't be a skink. We can only be a Souris, which is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine for me. So, let's do that. Souris, there we are. You were born years ago in the luscious land of Lustria. Your father was... oh, well, that's what we don't know. We don't know that right now. Wow, it seems everyone hates us. Do you see that? Absolutely everyone went down in relation, which is pretty impressive, suffice it to say. Wow, that's not good. Okay. So, let's see. What was our father? Well, I guess we'll just... an old blood? A temple guard? We'll go with a temple guard, why not? Your father was a temple guard, who had the duty of guarding the sacred temples in times of peace, and if the army was summoned to go and meet a foreign force, then the temple guard will also join the ranks, as they are too fierce a unit not to utilize. If the army has a Slan mage priest in it, then the temple guards will stay with him, and guard him with their lives. Oh, okay, so I suppose he's more of a bodyguard type rather than an assassin or any kind of brutish berserker, of course. Okay, so we spent our early life as a fight school student. Well, you know, there's only one rule about fight school, and that's because, oh yeah, you don't talk about fight school. I completely messed up the reference there, but anyway, you get it. You get it. We're gonna do that. Yeah. Lizardmen have amazing weapons, but it is important that a Souris knows how to use its claws and tails viciously and as effectively as possible. You joined a fighting school which was only for unarmed combat, which involved a lot of pit fighting and endurance fights. You left a tougher and stronger Souris. Okay, so then as a young adult, we became what? Well, I can kind of assume what we're going to be getting here. Considering the Blood Bowl player, that is going to give us throwing skill, isn't it? It's going to give us throwing skill. The cold one is going to give us riding skill, I would assume, because cold ones are, as far as I'm aware, the mounts that the Lizardmen use. And then Weaponsmith, I would assume, Weapon Master and things like that. Not entirely sure what a Devout would give us, but maybe we should do that. An Arena Master? Maybe we should do an Arena Master. That seems to actually go quite well with the fight school thing, so I think maybe we'll go with that. There we are. Lustrian towns hold tournaments like other races, and you respect the tradition, and as master you make sure the event runs smoothly. But your main duty at other times was to see that the hundreds of Souris warriors keep in practice and learn how to fight as quickly as possible. Young and inexperienced Souruses would come to you, the arena school, as pre-military training, and you had a bruising routine. You say all troops complete before you send them on. Okay, so yes, we'll just go for personal revenge because, well, that gives us strength. And I think strength would be very, very good for us right now. So let's do that. There we go. Okay, so we have a Souris head, body, and a skink bone club. Ooh, that's a little bit worrying. Not entirely sure how happy I am about gaining a skink weapon, but I suppose we'll see how it goes. We do have 12 in strength, which is actually really nice. So, what are we going to be doing then? Well, I think we'll probably take 1 or 2 in riding skill. Do we want to be on a mount? Do we want to be on a mount? I'm actually unsure about that. Yes, well, we're going to take some prisoner management, and, well, pathfinding is a given in my opinion. Let's just get a little bit more intelligence here, because pathfinding is definitely the way to go, and we'll get some more agility as well, because I would like to get some athletic skill. Oh, wow. Okay, so we literally only have one-handed weapon proficiency, which is absolutely fine with me. I am definitely fine with that. So, see, this is the thing. What are we going to call... Okay, so this is literally just going to be like a placeholder name. Maybe in the next episode I'll come up with something a little bit funnier, maybe a little bit better. But right now, he's going to be called Lizardzilla because... We can't call him Godzilla, can we? He's not big enough to be Godzilla. Not yet, anyway. Maybe if he becomes the leader or lord or something along those lines, we can call him Lordzilla and then maybe Kingzilla or maybe yes. Maybe if he conquers the entire land at some point, then he can be known as Godzilla. But right now he is Lizardzilla. Maybe I should have called him something like Newtzilla or something along those lines. But they are technically amphibians. So, well, whatever the case. Let's continue onward and take a first look at the Souris. Oh yeah, oh my. They have really changed things up quite a bit here. I remember the previous version, I don't think they used to be as impressive looking. Is that just me? Maybe that's just me. I'm actually unsure about that, but let's see. Does anything change? Nothing very much changes. Just gonna check to make sure that I'm not missing any customizations here. No, it doesn't seem like anything changes, so that's absolutely fine with me. Okay, so yes, we're going to. This is where I get a little bit grinding my gears. Yes, it's where I get a little bit ground down here because every single one of the towns and castles and various places in the Lizardmen kingdom usually has a huge amount of, well, pronunciation problems. So this is Tlansla. Yep. It is Tlansla. Yeah, nope, definitely not. Okay, so I'm just going to be saying, yes, we're at this town. Yes, so we're at this town, which is fantastic, and we're now going to head into this town's tavern. Oh, you see where this is going. Okay, so who are you? Scarlock Dagok, okay. Hello. You appear to be a gorilla of sorts. Hello, Amazon Archer. Okay, so hello there. Do you have a need for mercenaries? Okay, so I actually didn't think that this was a mercenary. I thought it was a companion, which would maybe join us for 100 dinars or gold. But unfortunately, it appears to be a mercenary. So we won't be doing that right now, which is kind of unfortunate. So how much? Oh, wow. Okay, so I only have 160 gold. So, yeah, okay, there's some deserters. Okay, so we're going to go to Skorplax. Okay, I can actually say that. That's pretty impressive. And we're going to head on and see if we can gain a couple. Of course. Chaos Zealots. Oh, there's Chaos Zealots already. Do I have a mount? No, I do not. I will not be able to fight those by myself. I don't think. Oh, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it? Ah, of course. Of course we are going to have those problems, aren't we? Yes. Okay, there we are. We have some skink hatchlings. Okay, so that's going to be enough for us to take on these Chaos Zealots. Hopefully these guys will still be alive. Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing to wish that your opponent is still alive, but right now we desperately need to find them because, well, we don't want any of our lords just coming in here and going like, oh yes, nom 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 on their faces. No, we don't want that, do we? No. Okay, well, Where's Yoshi when you need him? That's all I can say. Where's Yoshi when you need him? I know he's just eating things and spitting them out again and having some sort of Italian plumber ride him, but still, the point is that, oh no, we don't want to be fighting with those skink skirmishers either. Okay, well, I'm going to do my best and I'll try and find some Chaos Zealots. Okay, so, well, what can I say other than the fact that the party that was actually nearby to us got eliminated by, I think, what was it? 6 vassals or something were surrounding it, and it was just like, well, I'm kind of dead. Yes, he did really die very easily. So, fortunately, we have found, I think, probably the last band of Chaos Zealots in the area. Now, do bear in mind, the Lizardmen territory is very dangerous. There are a huge amount of Amazon parties and Norse raiders as well. Now, the Amazon parties appear to have over 30 units in, so that's going to be... that's pretty dicey, isn't it? But at least we now have a couple more troops as well to deal with the Chaos Zealots that we have here, and we have 12 against 10. So let's see what we are actually capable of doing here. We only have skinks, of course. In the next episode, we'll have a wide variety of different things, exploring the troop tree a little more, of course, as well. We're going to take a little look at the troop tree after this fight as well. And then we're going to be traveling back and seeing what we can do to the... Yeah, oh yeah, there we go, Lizardzilla. He's doing some pretty good damage right now. Wow, he's actually really doing some nice damage. Okay, so these guys... okay, so apparently we are using blunt weapons. Well, that's kind of unusual to start with, I've got to say. I mean, some of the time, of course, yeah, you do start with a mace or something along those lines, but they actually have custom sounds too. I don't know whether you can hear that, but hopefully you can. But we actually hiss and various other things while we are attacking, so we have some emphatic sounds going on there, which is actually really cool to see, because usually we don't get that kind of thing. But yep, there we go. We're gonna get some Chaos Zealots here. Not particularly good, is it? But we're gonna take some loot as well. There we are. And now we do have a couple of people that have leveled up. So let's get some Souris warriors and some skink skirmishers there. Okay, so these guys are gonna have the shields, of course, and these guys are gonna have throwing weapons. Probably not the greatest thing to start off with, but yes. Probably not very good, is it? No, probably not very good at all. So, yes, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the main city where you initially start. Should I attack those deserters? I should not. No, I definitely should not. That is not a good idea. Spawning champions. They have 12 spawning champions. I'm pretty sure the spawning champions are a mid-tier unit, but, well... with the units that we currently have, we are never, ever going to get that going. So let us head on into the town, and we're going to take a look around. We're actually just going to take a look around, because I haven't actually seen a Lizardman city ever. So it would be rather cool to take a quick look. And let's have a look. Oh my, oh yes. Does this remind anyone of the Aztecs or the Incas or something along those lines? It's probably the Aztecs more likely, because they seem to have quite... sort of Aztec names to their towns and villages and things, but of course I am not by any means an expert on Aztec sort of culture, so yes, don't take my word for it. But this does, wow, it actually looks very, very good, doesn't it? I mean, of course, we still have a human weaponsmith here, but, well, maybe he's a slave of some sort. Yes, hello, armourer. Yeah, that's an unfortunate name, isn't it? Yes. Where's the... Oh, I'm gonna make a... oh, yes. Where's the legerer? Yep. Well, there's an armorer. Where's the legerer? Yeah, I think you get it. And now everyone's face palming. It's excellent, isn't it? Oh, yes. Okay, so let's see. What is actually up here? Oh, the horse merchant. Okay. Well, the reason I came up here is so that we could get a much greater view of things. But as you can see, look at how huge this area actually is. I mean, it is just... monumental scope right now, and I think I'm actually gonna try and jump down here, see if we can actually get down and explore a little bit more of the town. I'm pretty sure most of these places are just for show, but yes, there we are, there's an invisible wall, but it is just absolutely fantastic the amount of work that they've done on the, shall we say, non-human races, because it appears as though the human races, for the most part, at least, I've only done one human race so far, and they were the Kislevites, of course. We still need to update that and get a siege going against the Chaos there as well. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it, but obviously losing internet is a very bad thing indeed. So, yeah, we are actually looking pretty good here. It's actually really nice that they have Lizardmen walking around as well in this place. Now we're going to take a quick look at the armor as well. Oh my, do you see this? That is insane. 65 to head armor, that is just absolutely amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait. You can actually dress yourself as a skink as well, if you so desire. Or maybe not. No, maybe not. Apparently you can't do that. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I suppose for companions. That's the reason why they give you skink heads and things like that. And then, of course, we have the cold ones, which is obviously our mounts and things, raptors and various dinosaurs and things like that. So we're riding ourselves, basically. More lizards. Yes, of course. Okay, so there's the horses. Okay, so what about the... yes. The armaments, the weapons. Wow, they actually have poisoned blowpipes. What do they use for that? Blowpipe darts. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. I wonder whether you can actually play as a skink. In some way. No, probably not, but that sounds like a really cool idea, because even though the accuracy is not that great, seems like a really cool weapon to me. Otherwise, they just have some heavy Souris axes. I'm using a bone club right now, so obviously it is blunt, but they do have some cutting weapons as well. which is pretty nice. So we're just going to exit here, take a quick look at the troop trees. And where are they? Where are the Lizardmen? There they are. Okay. So, the spawning they are the spawning champions. They are kind of mid-tier. It's a good reason why I stayed away from them. I mean, they have 16 strength, pretty decent. 57 HP, yeah, pretty mid-tier as well. So basically everything about them is decidedly average, but it just so happens the average in this case is well above average for us, so we won't be able to fight against them. Of course, we do have some extended skink units down here as well. Skink Warchief, Skink War Rider, and various things like that. And then of course we have a melee unit for a skink. Now, I can only assume that they're probably going to have dodge. I would think they're probably going to have dodge, which is going to make them, well, I would say pretty devilish and dastardly to deal with. But yes, otherwise we just have the Cold One champions, who are, in my opinion, very good. Oh my. Okay, never mind. Apparently the Cold One champions, because they have a mount, most of their utility points or versatility points or whatever are taken up with that mount. The Scar veterans get a huge boost in HP. As you can see, they have 97, and they're using a Souris axe. What are we using here? A Souris spear. Okay, well, there you go. There's a small look at the Lizardmen. Of course, we are going to be returning to them in the next episode, and we're going to be taking a look and seeing whether we can maybe, just maybe, attack the Nippon colonies, because, well, we've actually not even taken a look at them either, and it would actually be a really cool idea to see whether they have custom cities. I think maybe, I have a feeling that they do. So, yes, without further ado, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.